The Honda S2000 interior is legendary. Inspired by fighter jets, Formula One, and classic roadsters, it's by far my favorite interior of the golden era Hondas. But the thing is, regardless of how good this interior looked from the factory, it's still a 20-year-old Honda, and I think these seats could use a little bit of TLC. And if you thought I was gonna do this install all by myself, no chance. I had to bring in an expert. What's good? This is my friend Jael. He's an automotive upholstery expert and runs a design studio that focuses on premium interior parts for the Honda S2000. And in today's video, he's gonna reupholster my factory seats and bring them back to life. And if you wanna learn how you can win a set of these seats for free, you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of this video.
So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be reimagining the seating experience in Zahid's S2000 using the factory bucket seats as the foundation for the project. We're going to be using a curated list of materials that are more luxurious than what was offered 25 years ago from factory, elevated design, and of course very reliable construction that you are going to be able to count on for years to come. Traditionally, the way it works when you go to a local shop to have your seats either restored or customized, what they'll do is they'll take your cover, you'll basically sacrifice it, and what they do is they cut it up into individual shapes to form the pattern, and then they transfer those shapes onto new material, and that ends up being what goes in your car. But the tricky thing is that when you use an old seat that's been sitting in the sun for 20 years, the pattern usually ends up being very, very different to what was new from factory. All of these seating surfaces here, especially on this seat in the S2000, this is all real leather. And so this leather over time tends to shrink, it tends to deform. All of these factors can influence the pattern. And so when you go to transfer that pattern onto new material, you can have a brand new cover that looks like it's 20 years old. I know that's a weird thing to think about, but it's possible to produce something brand new that fits like it's old.
So when Jay and I first started talking about the project, I was honestly surprised to find out he had access to the original OEM templates. That meant that he could build a completely custom set of seat covers without tearing up my old ones or even needing my seats in his shop. He was able to make a set of bespoke covers for me, and I didn't have to deal with a single day of downtime. But here's the kicker. Jay, being the craftsman that he is, I told him to just run with it. I gave him zero input, like none. I wanted him to do whatever he thought would look best in my car and just surprise me. So up until the moment you're about to see, I had absolutely no idea what he had spec'd for my car.
Okay, yeah, you ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's
go.
Okay. Wow, holy crap. Dude, these look so good. I mean, right off the rip, I love the suede. The single stitch red looks so good with the leather sides. I love it, man. It reminds me a lot of like Porsche sports seats, just in terms of like the materials. New interior parts are never shiny. There's always like a flat matte look to them, right?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And I feel like the Alcantara and the suede really have that effect of like being like a brand new OEM part.
Cool, well, let's get started.
Yeah, let's do it. Is that a good enough reaction?
That's good, that's good.
Clearly by my reaction, these covers turned out incredible. But even the best custom-made covers still need a proper professional installation. And to get an amazing result, it all starts with understanding the foundation of the seat that you're working with.
This is a really, really good looking foam. I mean, this is like what you can expect like perfect results from. And one of the reasons you can tell is because the color of it, like from factory, these are like a really, really light yellow, almost white. And so that's how you know that the car has been stored in, weather controlled conditions for a long, long time. On this seat pan specifically, so for the S2000, there are a couple of really unique seating surfaces with different foam densities behind them, different, perforation patterns, right? So for example, this seat foam, and this seat foam are all different from factory. So they all have unique densities, they have unique, properties that make them look and feel a certain way.
Let's talk about the importance of the foam core. Excellent seat covers deserve an excellent foam foundation. Sure, you could pick up a set of beat up seats off eBay and have a pro like Jael repair them for you, but he'll be the first to tell you that good foam makes all the difference. If you're chasing a brand new OEM-like result, you're gonna wanna start with the best foam you can get your hands on. It's the same reason you wouldn't slap on a set of high-end wheels on a blown suspension.
Okay, so one of the cool things that I like about the early model seat is that there's this really, really robust single stitch on the outside, and you can see that it's a little bit rounded. And so the question is, why is it rounded? What does that mean? And the reason why it's rounded is because this actually is folded twice over on itself. And so these two materials meet under this fold, and they're held together by a single top stitch, which makes it very, very strong. And so we've done the exact same thing on this cover here. It's just one of the very, very small key details that makes this cover very correct to what the OEM offered from factory. So in this part of the process, basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to line up these seams to where they were originally. Even if your cover is perfect, even if your pattern is perfect, you have to spend some time to make sure that your seams are kind of ending up in the right spots. It's kind of like fitting a fender to a chassis. You know, there's like a little bit of wiggle room, you can call it, where they can kind of sit a little funny, and so they, you know, from factory they use those gapping tools to make sure that it's correct all the way around.
One of the most interesting parts of watching my OEM seats come back to life is realizing just how much detail goes into this part of the process. Every pull, every tuck, every tiny little adjustment, it's all about making sure the cover sits perfectly on the foam, following every contour of this seat like it just rolled out of the factory floor. There's no rushing it. Jael is constantly checking alignment, working out wrinkles, and making sure the material lays smooth across every panel. It's one of those things that looks simple when done right, but takes years of experience to make it look that effortless.
Dude, you look like you're chilling at the beach right now.
This is so good. So when Zahid and I originally got together to discuss what the spec of his factory buckets should be, during the customization process, I like to get a really clear understanding for what everybody wants their car for. In Zahid's case, he is a spirited driver, weekend warrior, really enjoys driving his cars pretty hard. His car in particular does see track time actually, and so in his case, we went with a full-faced suede, so this is a genuine Alcantara fabric, which has a lot of tactility to it. The seat design from factory for the S2000 is amazing. We've got really, really proud bolsters on the sides, really great back support. The foam cores on the bottom side have really high bolsters when they're in good shape, and so adding a really high friction material like Alcantara, I mean, one, introduces a really unique level of comfort. It kind of hugs you, but at the same time, when you're cornering in a really aggressive way, it keeps you in your seat, and you might find that you don't need a whole bucket seat to really feel planted in your car. And so on the side of the materials where we got kind of aesthetic with it, we went with a genuine leather material. This is a Napa leather, which looks really, really amazing in the S2000. We did a red thread stitching along the side. We did the same single stitch that's found on the factory model. So it's very, very period correct. It's very design correct, while also being super, super functional.
This guy absolutely killed it. Unfortunately, he has a flight to catch. I'm gonna go drop him off, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the install, and I'll let you know what I think about them. I'm sure I'm gonna love them, but it sucks that you gotta go, dude.
Brother, I really think that we knocked this out of the park, and I'm super happy with it, and I hope that you are too, so.
Dude, I absolutely love it. This guy is stressing me out. His flight takes off in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I'm gonna get him to the airport, and I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna install these seats, and we're gonna see what I actually think.
Getting these seats in the car is one of the most satisfying modifications I've ever done. They look incredible in the cabin, and they really do modernize the interior without taking away the charm that made it so special to begin with. They are exactly what I imagine an S2000 seat would look like if it was made in the year 2025.
Okay, so it's been a few weeks. I've really been enjoying driving around in my new seats, but before I get into my feedback, I gotta let you guys know about a very very special giveaway we're doing. I'm teaming up with Jael. We're giving away a set of fully restored OEM S2000 seats finished in black Alcantara with a red double stitch. They are amazing. They look so good. They're very similar to the seats that are in my car. And all you have to do to enter to win those seats is subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about my seats. Let me know what you think about your own dream spec for your own seats. And lastly, and most importantly, follow GTGOODS on Instagram. So again, subscribe to the channel, comment below on this video, and follow GTGOODS on Instagram. The link to his Instagram is in the description below. And that's all you have to do to be in the running to win a set of very, very nice premium seats, fully restored in some of the best materials that money can buy. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you guys, and I'm very, very appreciative of Jael for making this possible. So subscribe to the channel, comment, and follow GTGOODS on Instagram for your chance to win a set of seats just like the ones that are in my car right now. Okay, so let's talk about my seats. I've been driving the car around for the past couple weeks, like I mentioned, and I'm honestly blown away by how good they are. They are extremely comfortable, and that Alcantara makes such a huge difference when it comes to how planted you feel in the seat. There's something very like luxurious and plush about the Alcantara while still being very grippy and functional. This is like the ultimate OEM Plus upgrade to the S2000 interior, and I'm genuinely blown away by how good they are. I think like if you're building a dedicated track car, there's probably no replacement for a full bucket seat. But if you're a weekend carver like myself or restoring your S2000, I genuinely don't think there's a better option out there than getting your seats reupholstered by GTGOODS. Like it is phenomenal. It feels so premium in the car, and I'm gonna be rocking these seats for a very, very long time. And if you are interested in possibly winning a set of these seats for yourself, be sure to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and most importantly, follow GTGOODS on Instagram. Go show him some love on Instagram. Until next time, guys, peace out. Take care.